Welcome back everybody. So this is gonna be a quick update video for you guys on stock market, and before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, live trading in my Discord, check out the Patreon, and that link will be down below in the description. And now let's get right into it. Dow is up 0.33%. Nasdaq was up today, another fresh new all-time high, and then sold off down 0.30%. S&P flat on the day, and Russell going up whopping 1.82%. And here's 11 sectors that makes up S&P 500. Now earlier in the day, we saw a risk-on move here in the market, but at the end, just because of the CPI coming out tomorrow morning, it's a risk-off move. And you can see leading the way on top, utilities, energy, and then basic materials, consumer defensive, financial, industrials. On bottom, technology actually lagging behind, communication services, real estate, and healthcare. And what we have here on stock market map, we got energy sector lighting up in the green today, and then we got Tesla down on the day 2.81%, Amazon also down 1.21%, Meta staying flat, Google going down 1%, and then Nvidia, after hitting another fresh new all-time high, it was up 3% and now gave away all the gains, flat on the day. Microsoft going down 1.26%, Apple going down 0.90%, and some of these regional banks are up on the day, including KRE, and that's why we saw that rally on Russell 2000. So just to get you guys prepared for tomorrow, we do have CPI coming out at 8:30 a.m. and that can cause lots of volatility in the market. So be prepared for that going into tomorrow morning, guys. On SPY ETF, absolutely flat on the day, and another fresh new all-time high, 503.50, and then we saw some selling, profit taking, came back, and now holding 500 as a support into closing. Now, I did show you guys this before, and I'm going to show you again, and this thing actually works pretty much, I would say, 100%. Now, if you look at my screen right here, just a couple examples. 5-month moving average right here, this blue line, it's moving up. It's actually bullish right here, right? Got up to a fresh new all-time high. But look at the 5-month moving average. It was down here, 454. And SPY ETF got up to almost right here, 480-ish. And then what happened? Retracing back, right? Came right back, went under, came back up. I mean, it was all over the place. But at the end, the point I'm trying to make here, retracing 5-month moving average, and you can see it was coming down but always staying near 5-month moving average right here. Even on this crash back in 2022, we saw that retracement back up to the upside, came under, and then next month we saw huge move to the upside, retracing 5-month moving average and then going above 5-month moving average, and then that run up started all the way up to this high today. Now you can see now there is no connection in between 5-month moving average and SPY ETF. This thing's trading at 500, and 5-month moving average now trading at 466.75. So are we going to see a $30-40 pullback? Definitely that is possible, and that is why it's concerning how the market going up. I mean, you can see right here, 4 straight month just going up, green candles. And you don't see that too often. Usually there is a pullback here and there, but it's just going straight up and no connection between 5-month moving average and SPY ETF. So I think in next few weeks, could be this month, we could see that pullback, especially on SPY ETF. And that is why you got to look at everything, and you cannot just think like, oh yeah, market is bullish, I'm just going to go and buy here, and it's just gonna move even higher and higher. You're not looking at the bigger picture, and that is the bigger picture right here, because you will always see a retracement down to 5-month moving average if this thing is going up, and also if it's coming down like here, you're going to see a move back up to the upside, retracing 5-month moving average. And if you go back, like even right here on COVID crash, the next month came back. So every time it works, and you're going to see it very soon. Now on this daily chart, what do we got? 500 on SPY ETF, definitely that's going to be a support to watch. And just below that, we have 5-day moving average right here, this blue line sitting at 498.52. And then watch out for this gap right here just below 495. And once we get under 495, then we can talk about possibly this gap right here just below 490. But as long as SPY ETF can hold here at 500, you're going to see a push up to 505 and then 510. And here's my X account, and if you're on there, definitely give me a follow. And there is no subscription, nothing you got to go through, and I do put out lots of information right here on X, including plays like this one. This was a nice swing trade which I actually got in at 239, 245 calls, and pretty much going in the money today, sold for a nice profit. And not only these guys, lots of charts, lots of setups in my Discord. So if you want to get all that, and especially if you want to support the channel, check out that Patreon link down below in the description. On QQQ, it's down 0.39%, and I'm not going to go back and show you guys the monthly chart right here on QQQ. It's the same process. So this one also, it's far too overextended from 5-month moving average, and we could see that same type of pullback on QQQ. As a matter of fact, this one is up more than any other indices right now. This thing is going crazy, Nasdaq 100, and especially because of one stock, Nvidia. So here on QQQ, you can see right here, that's going to be a strong support on a pullback, 432. And today, look at this Bollinger Band on top, expanded all the way up to 440, and we pretty much got up to 440 today. 439.14, another fresh new all-time high, and then we saw a pullback. So going into tomorrow's session, your line in the sand will be down here, 432, a critical support, and below that, you're going to see a dump off down to this high around 430, and then we also have support down here, 13-day moving average, 428, 425, and then this gap, 422.38. Now to the upside, as long as this thing can hold 432, yes, we could see a push back up to 440 and possibly up to even 445. On DIA, it's up 0.36% and hitting another fresh new all-time high and getting up to that target 390, almost was there, 389.49, and now trading at 388. So 388, that is actually a support now, because if you look at my screen, few times this thing actually got rejected right here around 388. So that is holding into closing. But if that gives up, you're going to see a dump off down to 385.37 to close this gap down here. And below that, we could see some more downside down to 381.84, 20-day moving average, and then 378 right here, all the way down to 376. Now DIA can hold above 5-day moving average right here, which is holding 386.79. Then watch out for this thing to move even higher, all the way up to 392. On IWM, it's up 1.82%, and this thing actually gapped up over the resistance right here last week, and now you can see another gap up from today from 199.55 and running up to 203.55, and now trading close to 203. So are we going to see a retracement, a pullback down to 199.55 to 200? Definitely possible going into tomorrow's session. To the upside, if this thing can hold 202, then watch out for a move up to 205 right here. On a pullback, definitely 202 gives up, then watch out for this gap down here, just slightly under 200, and below that, you could see a bigger dump off all the way down to this gap, 196.37. On dollar, absolutely flat on the day, and now we got some consolidation inside this bull flag, and looks like if this is going to actually play out tomorrow with some CPI numbers, then we could see a breakout over 104.48, and if that happens, that should take dollar all the way up to 106, and S&P 500 should be coming down and retracing some of those gaps that we saw in last few days. Now, here from this bull flag, we definitely have support down here at 104, and just below that 103.58 on dollar. On VIX is up almost 8%, and finally from this bullish falling wedge and gapping over the resistance right here 13 and getting up to almost $14 today, up on the day 7.73%. So are we going to see continuation on VIX to the upside? Definitely possible. So going into tomorrow's session, $13 down here, that's going to be a strong support on VIX. But if this thing actually continues this rally to the upside, then watch out for the resistance right here around 1460, and above that $15. That is going to be the level that I'm watching, 15, and once we get over 15, this thing can move easily up to 18 to $20. On TNX 10-year, only down 0.36%, so nothing big. And if you look at my screen, let me look at this 5-day moving average right here, 41.46. That is holding like a rock solid support on TNX. And that means one thing, as long as this thing can stay above 5-day moving average 41.46, we could see continuation to the upside, and now this thing can move all the way up to 42.62, up to even 43.70. Below 41.46, watch out for the support down here 41, and then all the way down here 39.45, and then 38.80. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated.